I'm Nazia and I'm studying a Master of Design. So before I started this program, I thought that people had to be either creative or practical, and I considered myself to be practical. But the Master of Design program, it taught me that everyone is capable of both of those skills, and it really allowed me to embrace my creativity and my practicality. So I actually fell into the world of design by accident. So I studied public health and I was working in strategy at the hospital, and I was exposed to design thinking as a way to help patient outcomes. And I realized that this is a really awesome strategy to problem solve, and I wanted to do it full time. I chose the University of Auckland Master of Design program because I really wanted to gain an understanding of design theories and concepts, but I was very conscious of the fact that I don't come from a design background. And this program is quite unique in that you don't have to have a design background. So my classmates, they've come from a range of fields. The Master of Design welcomes people from any professional or academic discipline, and because it can be studied part-time or full-time, either as a taught master's or research master's, it aims to fit into your life and it helps you build on or change your career path and academic pursuit. I think there's often a misunderstanding of what design actually means. A lot of people think it's purely visual and they think of graphic design or fashion design, but design's a lot more than that. It involves creating positive change in society, and it involves a different way of thinking. The Master of Design is important because you'll learn how to be ready for the future of work and use design-led thinking to make a positive impact. So people who are creative problem solvers, critical thinkers, and they're confident in the use of technology, they'll be able to remain resilient as the world changes. So you'll become strong in these skills by studying a Master of Design, which enhances your employability, and it enables you to provide design leadership across a variety of sectors like health, business, transportation, and so much more. There's a range of papers that you can study around things like design methodology, design technology, design practice. There's also an internship paper. For that paper, we worked in teams with a real-life client, in this case Johnson & Johnson. So we really had to apply design thinking to identify a problem in their business and figure out a way of solving it. And that was fantastic, being able to deal with a real-life client and see what kinds of design problems come up in everyday life. So I'm fascinated by the field of design research, and in my future career, I really want to problem solve and work with people to understand what's going on in their lives. But there's a range of fields that people who study the Master of Design can go into. So things like design strategy, things like service design, or things like user experience design. My personal favorite was the Master's Computer Lab, which honestly became my home away from home. So they have really powerful computers and speakers and things that help you produce work that you're proud of. There's also the Fab Lab, and there's technicians at the Fab Lab who are honestly so helpful, and they're really happy for you to pester them to figure out, what technology you need to support your learning journey. Beyond just the studying aspect, there's so many warm and inviting spaces on campus where I was able to just hang out with friends and relax. The design school is incredibly supportive, and the staff and students, they all have your back. And so I've learned a lot from the lecturers who are experts in their fields, but I've also learned a lot from my classmates because they come from a range of different backgrounds and they all bring quite unique strengths. If I had to summarize the design school in one word, I'd say collaborative. At Design, we're guided by our whakatoki, which means together we're weaving the realization of potential. So I hope you'll join us to study design at the University of Auckland.